Hi everybody, thank you for watching this video. Today's video is about your narcissism and how some people out there have the power to raise your narcissistic tendencies. Today I'm specifically talking about people with borderline personality disorder, also known as, or known today as, emotionally unstable personality disorder. How they raise your narcissism, how they feed your ego. Huh? Haven't heard anybody talk about this before. Let me know if you have. I used to be attracted to the type of person that has BPD. They used to be attracted to me too. Oh yeah. But thankfully now I'm not attracted or attractive to toxic people in general. Major difference. We are all narcissistic. The spectrum we're all on. In the middle, not even low. So we're all narcissistic for sure. But to have narcissistic personality disorder, just a few. Whatever that percentage is. Minimal. And also just a few are completely selfless, not narcissistic at all. Very few. But we all have an ego. And an ego is not a bad or good thing. We can have a healthy ego or an unhealthy ego for sure. A person's sense of self-esteem and self-importance. Not identity or our true self. We are in trouble when we don't keep our ego in check, aren't we? The further we are away from our true self, the closer we become to our ego. More narcissistic, okay? Self-esteem, self-importance. And like I said, I used to be attracted to unstable, helpless victims that needed rescuing. I wanted to rescue. I found my value and importance in that. But I also reacted to being idealized. This is the important part. An example of a borderline idealizing you, some of the things they might say is, you are so amazing, pretty, handsome, strong, smart, funny, cool, etc. This is our ego, not who we truly are. Yeah. I still can appreciate compliments, but not idealizing. It's gross. The problem with idealization is it's often followed by devaluing. It becomes a cycle. They raise your self-esteem and self-importance, and that means then that they can lower it. Comparing ourselves to other people is a great way to lower your self-esteem. Don't do that. But especially, never allow someone else to. Never. And borderlines are infamous for doing this, aren't they? My ex-boyfriend would never do that. My marriage was never like this. You aren't as funny as Scott. Todd does that better. Lisa's just better, more attractive. We don't do this. We're equal and different. That's it. But by comparing you to other people and then devaluing you, damaging, isn't it? Especially if we fed off that idealization. The more you react to idealizing, the more you will react to devaluing. Now that I have raised my own self-awareness by having a better relationship with myself, it means I know who I am. I am secure and don't need any outside approval or attention, especially physical. I only need emotional attention from the people I love. I don't care as much about what a person is as much as I care about who a person is. And that will be self-reflected. People do not change who I am. Feelings about myself. When someone is wrong, they simply don't know me. Flattery is a sign of desperation and so cringe, isn't it? Borderlines and narcissists are very well acquainted with each other. I believe that borderlines can raise very narcissistic people and were raised by very narcissistic parents. Narcissists love borderlines. Feed my ego, baby. The longer you are in a relationship with someone that has borderline personality disorder, the more you lose a sense of who you are, yourself, and therefore become more narcissistic. Then they call you one. Awful, isn't it? The biggest sign, coming out of a toxic relationship is self-doubt. Losing self-awareness, besides depression, anxiety. We allowed someone to decide who we are, placing a value on us, not the relationship. This says a lot about who we are, doesn't it? How we react to someone idealizing us, doesn't it? When I hear someone tell me how good it felt to be idealized, I understand it. Like I said, I was too. It used to feel good to me. But that's not who we are. It's what we are. And the more we know who we are and accept who we are and love who we are, people can't come along and change that. Okay? A vulnerability we may have when we allow someone like this into our life is simply to not know exactly who we are. To not give ourselves emotional attention and love ourselves and make ourselves feel secure. It's a hard thing to admit that was me a long time ago, but it had to be. I let toxic people in my life like this that changed and decided who I am and put a value on me. No more. No longer. Never again. And it's not because I watched these videos. It's because I did some serious self-work and started learning who I am first so I could know what to give myself, what to do for myself. Your self-awareness will guide you on what to do. The more mistakes and failures we have, the less we know ourselves, but hopefully we use them as a lesson to do that, to learn who we are. You can't make it in life without knowing who you are. And allowing other people to have an ability to come by and change how you feel and what you need and what you want so easily is disaster. You can't get more vulnerable than that. Anybody that's tricked us, fooled us, conned us, all of this, we were vulnerable. And that's our core vulnerability. I always talk about childhood and neglect and all that, but that's what caused us to have that lack of self-awareness. So, people want to know what heals us. Us. That's what heals us. We need support, some guidance. We need to talk, number one. Supplements can help, and different things. But it all boils down to, who are you? Okay? I would appreciate feedback, of course, questions, but most of all, your guys' own experiences and examples you feel comfortable sharing. Can you do that? They've been great lately. I really appreciate you guys' comments. Just chiming in, saying, hi, here, I'm from here. And examples are the best. I'm only one person. You guys are hundreds. Someone watching these videos, the message I'm sending that I want people to see really helps to go down and see the comments, to read those as well. And thank you for you guys watching this and sharing your examples, participating. If you feel this video was good enough to like it, please do. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Okay? Thank you guys. Love yourself first. Bye-bye.